Howdy, howdy, welcome back. Okay, this is problem number 7 on your review. We're solving a system of equations by graphing. Nope, scratch that, by substitution. Okay. Let's big picture think about what we're trying to do here. We are going to pick any of these letters. It does not matter which one. It does not matter which equation. Let's pretend, and I'm just making this up, so just don't think this is part of the problem. But let's say I solved for x. I got x all by itself. I'm going to say I solved it out and I got smiley face for x. Okay? The big picture here, what we're going to do is that anywhere we see an x, like here, anywhere I see an x, I can replace it with whatever x equals. So I'm going to solve out for x, and then I'm going to replace it. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Here we go. And I'm going to replace it with whatever x equals. So I can replace it with smiley face everywhere I see an x. Man, that smiley face looks scary. Okay. Again, here we've got two letters. Two unknowns, typically, is what we say. We've got two unknowns in each of these equations. It's really hard to figure out what x will be and what y will be if we've got two unknowns. So the point of substitution is that anywhere that I see the x, I'll replace it with something that has a y in it, and then we'll be left with only one unknown, which I know how to solve. Okay, I think I will, just for fun, I'm just picking this for kicks and giggles. I think I'll probably try to get this x by itself. It doesn't matter what you choose. So I'm going to take negative 5x plus 4y equal 2. I just copied that equation. All right. Let's jump into this. So I'm trying to get x by itself. What's happening to this x right now? It's being timesed by negative 5, and it's being added to 4y. What's the opposite of plus 4y? Is minusing 4y. So I'll minus 4y from both sides. Chop, chop. Okay, so I've got negative 5x equals, these don't combine. They don't have the same letter. Okay, so I'm just going to write them side by side. Okay, great. What's stopping the x from being by itself now? Times by negative 5. So let's divide everything by negative 5. Chop. Okay, so right now I'm left with x on this side, and then 2 over negative 5 minus 4 over negative 5y. All right, great. We've got x all by itself. That's what we wanted. Now, anywhere I see an x, right here, for example, I can plug this guy in instead. Let's do it. So, and I think I'll use blue for this. I'm going to rewrite this guy. So I'm going to say negative 6x, and I know that x is 2 over negative 5 minus 4 over negative 5, which I guess these guys cancel. I should have said that earlier, my bad. These negative and a negative cancel, and they become a positive. Right, I've got a negative divided by a negative, so it becomes a positive. So I should have written that over here, my bad. Y, and then I'll have plus 4y equals 0. Now I know when I've got parenthesis business, first thing I want to do is distribute. Okay, so I've got negative 6 times 2 over negative 5. That's going to give me negative 12 over negative 5. Okay, and I've got negative 6 times 4. That's going to give me minus 24 over 5y plus 4y equals 0. Alrighty, easy enough. By the way, you could have turned these into decimals. I think this decimal is negative 0.4. This decimal is going to be positive 0.8. All of that's going to be fine. Who cares? Doesn't matter. I like doing stuff in fractions because it means I don't need to round. So a lot of the time my answer is more accurate. But you can do whatever. Just round to like 1 or 2 places. By the way, right here, I've got a negative and a negative. So I'm actually going to turn this guy into a positive. All right. So now my next step Fantastic. We're doing great. I'm left with just y's, and I want to combine them. Here, we've got negative 24 fifths. I know that 4 is going to be 20 fifths. So if I were to rewrite this, I would say 12 over 5 minus 24 over 5y plus 20 over 5y equals 0. Okay, if I keep going, I can combine negative 24 and positive 20. Okay, well, that's going to give me negative 4y over 5. We've got 12 fifths, and that equals 0. Okay, and then, sorry, since I'm running out of space, I'm just going to scooch over that way. Okay, my next step is going to be to get rid of the 12 fifths that are on this side. I probably am going to minus 12 fifths from both sides. Oops, sorry. So I'll minus 12 fifths, minus 12 fifths. Okay, perfect. And then and again, I'm scooching over this way because I'm out of room. So I will have negative 4y over 5 equals negative 12 fifths, because 0 minus 12 fifths is 12 fifths, negative 12 fifths. Alrighty, last step here, we just want to get y by itself. It looks like it's being divided by 5. Okay, well then I'm going to times everything by 5 to get rid of that. Times by 5, chop, times by 5. Happens to also cancel on this side, so that's great. So now I've got negative 4y equals negative 12. Divide both sides by negative 4. Chop. Right? The opposite of timesing by negative 4 is dividing by negative 4. So I get y equals negative 12 divided by negative 4. It's going to give me a positive 3. Alrighty, we are almost done. We've got one last step. Anywhere I see a y, I can plug in 3, and then I'll figure out what x is. So maybe I'll plug in 3 right here. This is a pretty good equation right here. Maybe I'll plug it in right there. Let me use a different color. Okay, so if I've got x equals 2 over negative 5 plus 4 fifths y. Okay, again, anywhere I see a y, I can put in a 3, so let me rewrite this. This is going to equal 2 over negative 5 plus 4 times 3, right, times 3, which I got from right here. Okay, times 3 over 5. Okay, so far we're looking good. So this is going to equal negative 2 fifths plus 12 fifths. I can combine those. That's going to be 10 fifths. 10 fifths equals 2. So I know x equals 2. All right, so I can write my answer as 2, 3. And we're done, so. Great job, everyone. Have a great day. Let me know if you need